Yeah, I'm at the beach and I've found this nice, comfortable place, kind of where the sand comes up and kind of transitions into the land. And the beach is white and the water is beautiful blue, almost, maybe I'm Caribbean or, tropical. It's a tropical kind of beach. And so imagine, but there's nobody on it. It's kind of a cove, so it's like maybe a half moon kind of situation. And I'm back and I'm under these trees, right? And it was all quiet. And I feel the filter light coming through the trees. And it's very comfortable. There's a gentle breeze. And then I noticed it was really silent. And I'm like, oh, I need to focus on what do I hear? And I realized I could either focus on the ocean. And yeah, I could hear the ocean. Or I could focus on behind me and I could focus on the forest. There's a forest. We're a jungle. It's jungly. And then I'm like, oh, I could hear both. Depends where I put my attention, what I can hear. But then I start focusing on the forest, and there's like this big thing, boom, boom, walking through the forest. And I can't really see it. It feels like it's invisible, but it's invisible, yet I can kind of see the distortion in the field, like it's intends to be invisible. And so I can kind of see its outline, like and it's big and it's comfortable and it's strong. Boom, boom, boom. It's here. The birds got silent. I was hearing all these birds before, but now the birds got silent. So it's standing right there. So I'll look at it. And as I look at it, my body doesn't like it. My body tightens up. I want to say it's not organic. It doesn't make me feel good. So I'm going to say that it's just some technology to distort whatever it is. So you're not supposed to be able to see it. But if you're sensitive and you're intuitive, you kind of can feel it, you get the gist of what it is. Oh, it's looking at me now. My body does not like it, what it is. So what shall I do about it? I guess I could talk to it. Greetings. I'm being respectful here. But greetings. I love you. I honor you. I respect you for who you are and the wisdom you have to teach me. Oh, my third chakra doesn't like it. What brings you here? But it's important that I see it because it can't hold the deception. You have to face it. So I'm facing it. And it's like there's this technology, I'll say let's say a robot, mechanical, something mechanical, that puts up this field that's bigger than what it is. Oh, I don't like it. Okay, so I think it's important that I see it. I don't like it. Let's ask, are you organic? No. So you're inorganic. Let's just go ahead and I don't see a storyline here other than I don't like it and it's bothering me. It's doesn't feel good to be around. It's like makes me feel sick. Um, so I don't want it in my reality. If I stay with it, I will get sick. Okay, let's just describe it a little bit more. It's just sucking the life out of me. It's not allowing me to vibrate at my highest vibration. Oh, wow. It's so subtle. It's just invisible though, you don't even know it's there. You just feel it. And it really for me, it targets my third chakra. It like you just swither in, get tight. I guess before I delete it, let's ask, where'd you come from? Are there others like you? It's like I don't compute. I don't compute. Why are you asking me these questions? If there's no consciousness there. Okay, well, just for fun, since I don't like it, fine. I'll just be a big girl. I'll hold my field. Okay, are there others like you? Yes. And there she is. Wow. It's the tree. So I will contain this technology later. I won't jump ahead like I usually do, but I was focused on that technology, and then I asked like a bot of some sort, but big, and asked if there's others like you, and perhaps there were, but when I expanded my focus, bigger than me, just little me, I looked, and there's this beautiful tree, and I want to say it's crystalline. It's big. Yeah. Wow, the energy feels so good. And she's tall and she just goes straight up like that. She's enormous. I want to say she's so enormous, I can't even see her branches. I just see trunk. And the color kind of reminds me a little bit of my selenite crystal. And her energy feels so good.
Keep flowing with us and keep describing everything you're seeing and sensing.
I'm just going to explore her. I'm going to, more like using my third eye, I'm going to look at her roots just for fun. Don't really feel like she has roots. It feels like she's more of a crystal that came out of center earth, like that. She's very solid. They just go deep into the center of the earth, not so kind of organic-y like ours are today. Today the roots are meandering. This is more direct, more. She just came out of the center of the earth and shot up like that. She's very, 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 yeah, she feels so good. Okay, so let's just see if for fun, can I walk inside of her? No, just as an explorer, maybe just with my consciousness. Well, of course I can, and it's just wonderful energy, just beautiful. Really, she feels like a crystal, just a really big, 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 big crystal. Feels wonderful. Okay, so I'm in her, and I'm going to greet her. I'm going to pop out of her. I'm not going to be in her. I'm going to be outside now. I'm going to put my hands on her. Greetings, beautiful tree. I love you. I honor you. I respect you. Thank you so much for letting me connect with you today. You're so beautiful. Your energy's, wow, feels so good. Do you have any messages that you'd like to share with me? She says they never chopped me down. I've always been here. You just couldn't see me. And I've always been here for you to touch me and to connect with me. You forgot. And I'm here to share with you or answer any questions you might have. I've always been here. I've never disappeared. Okay. So may I ask you, are you a crystal? Are you a tree? She's a crystal, but in our world today, we see her as a tree. Could you show me what the top of you looks like? If we take a look at that? Yes. So interesting. I was expecting her to look like the tree of Avatar or something, more quote unquote organic. When I say organic, more like the trees we see here today, more biological. But she's just crystal. And the top connects into the firmament, but it's just crystal. Now, perhaps if I were more acclimated to this high frequency, it's a very high frequency, I might be able to see more, more aliveness, but my density is so different from hers. Now, hanging with her feels really good. And just by hanging with her, my frequency is rising. Things that are out of balance within my body are reorganizing. And that's what I'm supposed to experience. So let's just look at that. Oh, wow. I mean, I can't even grasp all of her in my own eyeballs, right? I can't see the top. I can't see the bottom. I'm like an ant almost. Not that I'm an ant, but I have to decide what I want to focus on, and I want to go there. Okay, so I'm going to ask, are there any animals living? Animals as I would know them? Or just, actually, are there any animals living on you? So it's as if she's the beginning. This is the very beginning of her. So she's like, yeah, I've got the blueprint for those to appear. But at this moment in time where I am, they haven't appeared yet. They could appear. It's almost like it's the potential. It's just this crystal. Oh, so the reason why she's taking me here right now at this point in time, just like the animals, it's their potential. It's my potential. Me, I guess, as a human, as a being, as a soul. But she wants to take me all the way back to just this pure potentiality, this pure vibration for my reset, And from this place of this pure potentiality, it's so easy to see the infringements. And so what we're going to do is I have a choice. Everything's a choice. Do I want these infringements? I don't see why I would want them. The tree says, you're at this zero, well, not really 0 point, you're at this potentiality. And from this potentiality, you have a thought. You create it, the blueprint. But you can see the blueprints that I hold in my body. Some of these blueprints I hold in my body are not in alignment with the pure potentiality. Do I need to sit and rework all the distortions? Or do I just sit with her, rest within her, connect with her? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my higher self and my team, yes, I am my higher self, let's just take all these blueprints that I hold within me, just for fun. We're going to place them. It's like you're going to go for a hike, a big hike, and your backpack's kind of heavy. You're carrying all this luggage, right? And you want to go for an adventure, and I just want to have a more deep adventure. So I'm just going to take all these blueprints I might hold and these stories, let's say blueprints, it really feels like blueprints, but stories can be part of blueprints because blueprint is a blueprint's more like a solidified energy thought form, and a story could lead to a blueprint. So we're going to just take those blueprints I hold from all my lives, from society, from wherever. I'm not saying I'm getting rid of them, but I'm just going to take them off. I'm going to put them right down here. And I can come back and get them. I just need to be a little lighter. We're just going to take off the burden. Put them over here, the blueprints. Okay, I've done that. I'm talking to the tree. Okay, yeah. Great. So is it as easy as that? I just take the blueprints off and put them over there? Let's go a little more into me. Let's look at, those were more constructs. Oh, wow. Those are the constructs of the collective I'm putting over there. And I want to put them farther away. They're the constructs of the collective. I'm not saying I'm throwing things away because I want to research and evaluate. I think there's like a little island way out there in the ocean far away. Yeah. I just don't want to feel the vibration of these constructs. They're still too close to me. So just for fun, tree, can you help me out? Let's just go put them on that little island way over there. Put a protective dome around those constructs so I don't feel them. So these are the constructs of the collective. Put them way over there. We can ask the archangels or the tree. Oh, the trees, she's really good. She's got it. Okay, she's going to help me. And we're just going to do a protective field around those constructs on that little island over there in case I want to. Okay, good. So those are constructs of the collective. I'm feeling much lighter now. So I'm going to ask the tree, okay, I really don't want those constructs of the collective. They just don't serve me. No, I don't want them. So what should I do about that? Okay. So what's popping out of that island? Ooh, it's dark. It's got this little light on it. It looks like there's technology. So now my stomach's hurting again. She says, well, that's what you have to look at. It's really not humanity, is my problem. The constructs of humanity. It's that. Whoa. It's almost like that's the master one. What I first encountered that I told you about, which was acting like a giant. It's interesting. It was a baby of this, right? This big. Okay, we'll get to the one I'm seeing on the island that I put over there. But the baby ones, they were acting like these. They were pretending to be these invisible giants to scare people because they wanted to keep, or animals or whatever. They wanted to keep things away from the tree. So it wasn't the tree. They were keeping things away with this technology. So it's like being created by this master one over here that I have now, that's beaming out the construct for humanity that's out of vibration with this tree. So let's gonna go look at that one. We'll call in the archangels, Divine Mother, Divine Father, the Legion of Light, the beneficial, the beautiful. Oh, I forget the word. Beneficial, magical creatures. Let's call us all in. Benevolent is the word. The benevolent magical creatures and the team of light. And we're going to look at this technology and say, we do not consent. We do not consent. We do not consent. We never consented. We do not consent. We do not consent. We do not consent. We do not consent. Actually, it's getting smaller. We do not consent. We do not consent. And the tree's like, she doesn't smile, but it's as if she is smiling. She's like, yeah, see, we control the blueprint. We didn't put that in our blueprint. We didn't want that in the blueprint. Yeah, it got in here. We do not consent. It is right here. So let's just, the tree, so she's just holding space. So I've got the benevolent magical creatures and the team here we've amassed. And let's ask, when did this technology arrive? Let's go back to that time space. Oh, you can see the chaos. It's almost like, you got to go back to the inception. You got to go back to the point, right? We've calmed it down here when we said we don't consent, we don't consent. And I'm just going through the timeline. We're going backwards, we don't consent, we don't consent, we don't consent, we don't consent. Going back, we don't consent. We're going back, we don't consent, we don't consent, we don't consent. Back, we don't consent. Because now we're aware. We can see it. We were surprised. We didn't see it. And it got out of control. All it took is to say, this is the collective, we don't consent. We're that magical. It never had to happen, but we didn't know we were that magical. And it just got all out of control. Okay. So getting it more confined. It's still big. getting it more confined. Okay, so we're asking all the team, the beneficial magical creatures, the archangels. Let's look at this. How do we eradicate it? It's contained. How do we eradicate it? So first of all, we're all going to scan, just be a million times cautious, our fields up and down. Make sure none of that lives within inside of us and to clear it from within us. And all of us have to not consent. We don't consent. We don't consent. We don't consent. I don't like it. It just sucks. It's the same feeling as before, but now we're looking at it on a bigger level. Just sucks all the energy out of you. And okay, so let's go even farther back. What is the origin? Where did this, we talked about where that originated coming to Earth, but we're surrounding it, we're not consenting, we've kind of protected it. We're doing a good job, but it's still there. It hasn't been eradicated. So where did it come from? So let's follow it through time and space. Where was it created? And we're going to call in our galactic team. Let's go. We're going to move through the galaxy. We're moving outside of Earth. As humans, we have the DNA of multiple races with the energy frequencies of multiple races across the galaxy within us, within these magical creatures here on Earth. There's a team of codes, DNA. And because we're here on Earth, we have our mission here to help Earth move on to this, to clear the virus and to help her reconnect and move on into the fifth, sixth dimension. That's our mission. And we now know we have the right to, and it's a consensual universe. We have the power right now to say, I don't consent here on Earth. But we have that power out throughout the whole galaxy to say, I don't consent. And so why I'm saying we have these different aspects of our galacticness is that means we have some sovereignty over the galaxy, right? Over everything. So I'm just reminding the team, we don't consent. All aspects of our being throughout all time and space, throughout all dimensions, we don't consent. Remember, we don't consent. We don't consent to this technology. We don't consent. We don't consent. We don't consent. We don't consent. So we're cleaning things up. Now let's go. There it is. Let's get it smaller and smaller. Where's the seed? Let's get to the seed of this technology. So now I got this galactic team. We don't consent. We don't consent. We don't consent. Yes. Okay. Let's grab. Okay. Now we'll call the archangel. Well, we need the whole team because we're the creators. The archangels help us to create. Our team helps us, but we have the power to think and to have ideas. And we don't consent to this. Yes. We're that powerful. We don't consent. Okay, now we're going to ask the archangels to come in to help us. And we'll ask them to, I feel it's more containable now. Let's encase this technology in the appropriate symbols. Appropriate symbols. Yes, yes. And we have access to all the symbols that we've learned as aura practitioners. Just bring them all in, higher selves. I know you know what you're doing. There might be others, symbols we need. Yes, encase that technology. And we don't consent. It's archonic. Ugh, there's no love light in it. Okay, what I see, and I saw it earlier, it's got this tracking light on it, like this beep, beep, beep. And it reminds me of that tracking light I saw in DC in my heart. That person had the tracking device integrated in my heart and me. It's just interesting. The technology reminds me of that. I don't have that technology in my heart anymore. But it's interesting, that beep. Well, perhaps, who knows where it comes. I don't like the fact that it has this beep, beep, beep. It's like it's calling for its friends or something. We need to dismantle this. Is there organic in that little light? In that little light? Oh, I think there's organic in that little light. It's interesting because when I was in DC and I had that situation I told you about, the tracking device had been merged and incorporated in the cellular tissue, the tissues of my heart. I was able to get it out, but it's interesting. It reminds me of this. I see an embryo verging on becoming a fetus, but not, maybe a little past an embryo. And the technology's merged in that. So we can't just destroy this with our Archon symbol. Let's focus on that embryo. And let's call in the team to encase the embryo in the appropriate symbols. There's light in the embryo. Oh, but there's so much not light, pain. And I'm just going to focus on the light. Oh, yes, because the light, hey, I'm going to talk to the little embryo. You can do this. You can break out of this. I do not consent. I do not consent. I do not consent. You have all of us here. We support you, but you have to birth yourself out of it. Only you can do it. We can't do it for you because when you birth it out, you'll be able to explode it from the inside out, take it down from the inside out. So we're going to hold space for that embryo. Excuse me. Holding space for the embryo. Oh, the whole galactic team on all different levels. We love you. We honor you. We respect you. We're here for you. We're holding sacred space for you. You've got this. You've got this. Okay, so the embryo is like almost like Superman. Ah, I'm holding this thing. It's just so big. And I think we can do an extraction now. I think we've gotten enough conscious into the embryo. Um, we'll have the team hold the thing up like this and say, hey, we got you. Maybe it's done enough to shake it up. And so beautiful embryo, let's pull out all your beautiful love light from this. Oh yeah, it can come out now. You can pull out all your beautiful love light from this technology. Pull it all out. Pull your beautiful love out. Because it's not you, right? Pull it all out. We're holding the space. Because it was trapped. It was like encased in it, right? But we hold enough to get the encasing off of it. Pull it out. Pull it out. Pull it out. Yes. It's green. It's fluid. It's flowy. Doesn't feel good though. So actually, let's place that green flowy thing in archangels, place it in the appropriate symbols, and say greetings. We love you, we honor you, we respect you. Do you have a message for us today? Is there something you'd like to tell us? It just doesn't have much consciousness. It has pain. It just has so much pain from being encased in this technology that's so horrible. So much pain. And also, it was just an embryo. It just doesn't, it's not as evolved or sophisticated in its communication. So okay, so we're going to give it the script. So greetings, beautiful. I'm so sorry. Well, I shouldn't say I'm sorry, but I understand that you have been, I could say I'm sorry, encased in this horrific technology for such a long time. I can understand how painful and horrible and traumatic this must have been for you. Do you feel a little better now you have a little space to move around? You feel a little better to know your team is here? Yeah, a little better. It's pretty crampy in that little thing. Yeah, very limiting. Very limiting. Yeah, it's limiting. I know. But it's not on you anymore, and we're here to hold big, big space for you so you can continue to bloom into your fullest, most brilliant aspects of yourself. You can stand up straight if you want. You could spread your wings if you want, if you had wings. You don't have to be all curled in a little ball. You can be big. Yeah, can take on whatever form you want, any form you want. You could be a dragon, you could be a human, you could be a tree, you could be whatever you want to be. And I'm not saying you have to do it right now. I'm just trying to remind you this is all your potential. And this has always been your potential. And we don't need to know the story of how you got trapped unless you want to tell us that story. We're just seeing you as who you are and holding space for you to become big, to be whoever you want to be. I mean, you could be little too. Yeah. We're just seeing you as your soul, as your brilliance. And you feel benevolent, but you have carried a great weight for a very long time. Okay. Now, some of that still is in your field. So what we need you to do is you and only you need to spread your light throughout all dimensions and fractals of you throughout all time and space. Spread it. You're bigger than that darkness. You are bigger. You got it. You've got it. You've got it. And you've got it. You've got it. Spread it big throughout all time and space. Wow. Feels good. And oh, good job. I'm going to ask the archangels, when you would like, there's little debris and stuff. So could you, archangels, please encase any debris that doesn't belong in this construct in the appropriate symbols? Just kind of clean it all up. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so he's got his powers back. I think it's a he. So let's talk to him. Hey, can you come over here? Hi. Greetings. Doing good? Yeah, what happened? Well, he's a superhero. He's a superhero and he was trying to save humanity and he was trying to protect humanity from this technology and he got caught up in it and he got trapped. And thank you so much for helping him get out. He's free and he's ready for his next mission. Do you have a name? Well, he's got some green thing. Remember, he was a green flowy thing, but it's like got green eye vision. He's some type of superhero. The word the Flash came to mind. I don't know if just getting in the superhero concept, but like the green Flash. Yeah, he likes that name. the green flash. He's very fast. Takes care of stuff. Okay. So let me ask you, are you positively polarized? Okay. So what I was feeling is as a superhero, he was all into fix, 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 running all around. And I just asked him if he's positively polarized, and he kind of didn't know the answer. We held space for him. There's a new model of being a superhero that's being born. Old superheroes used to go saving, whoop, swooping and saving. But this new model of 60 superheroes is just being, holding that light within you, holding that light within you, keeping yourself pure of infringements, and holding magical creational ideas. And as long as you're clear and not infringed and not overstepping boundaries, the sky's the limit of what you could dream. Yeah, he likes that. He had never thought of it that way. He was so into, wipe out the villain, but this is a new paradigm. Yeah, he feels good. He's still happy to carry a load though. He's a hard worker and he's good. I mean, he's very capable. Great. Well, just remember your team is here. You're part of the team. And we're here to hold the light, connect with source of light, and help in the evolution of humanity and Earth during this pivotal point in time without harming anyone and without overstepping boundaries and being connected to our hearts. Thank you. Thank you for joining our team. Okay, so let's go back. Go to pull back out of outer space. Pulling back, back, back. Back to Earth. Pulling back to Earth. Pulling back to that place on the beach. I'm going to look at, I'm going to look at that little island where I put the technology and it's gone. I mean, it got blasted out, like it blasted out of the crystal shield, but we did our work, I think, up there. Let's just kind of clean up that little island. There's like little residue where it blasted out. And let's ask the team, archangels, please use the appropriate symbol to clean up that island and restore it to its highest vibrational 60 frequency. Okay, let's pull out it got a little polluted, just a little bit. Pull the pollution out and encase it in the appropriate symbol. Okay, I see that green thing again. So archangels, it moves very fast. Archangels, can you please this little fraction this green thing in its in the appropriate symbols? Can you encase it? So this one isn't positively polarized. And it has organic in it. It has technology in it. Are there any others like him? He's the master. He's shady. It hurts my third chakra. Ooh, the solar plexus. We're going to give you a choice. Would you like to positively polarize or transmute back to source? Doesn't really have a choice. It's our team is all here and holding that light like that. He didn't really choose. It's just happening. Maybe his higher self chose. And let's that little green dot is going away. Let's capture the green dot, put the little green light in the appropriate symbol. Let's contain it, archangels. I guess what was going to the light was the part of the organic that got mixed with the technology. That's what is the higher self wants it to positively polarize. It just lacks a lot of consciousness to really talk to it because it's I don't know, it's mucky. I don't want this little light to go anywhere. Now there's a little red light. I guess green light and a red light. Encase that in the appropriate symbol, angels. Okay, so I'm looking at the organic piece here. Oh, it's waking up. It's all sleepy. It's just been under a spell for a long time. Really been under a spell. So archangels, let's use use the symbols to remove any curses, any spells on this organic being. Use all the tools and symbols to help it reconnect to its organic blueprint and consciousness. Please remove any things that have blocked it from connecting to its organic blueprint and consciousness. Help it wake up, find its, It's really just been asleep a long time. And I think it's a really giant human, a benevolent giant human, very handsome, cute, boyish, but a man. Almost how you would see a god to be when the gods came, like the Greek gods. Well, he doesn't look Greek. He looks very, not human, but I'll leave it at that. When the gods came down, when the first gods came down to be like humans, that generation, that's what he feels like. And I think that's where superheroes came from, that concept. Okay, we got these things in case. Let's talk to him. Hey there. Greetings. You've been asleep for a while. Pretty tight in there. Yes. Well, we're holding beautiful sacred light for you so that you can wake up and get back into your highest form and to continue your amazing work as a god here on Earth. And we've gone ahead and we've captured this technology. Okay, there's a ship. Okay, he's showed me that there's this ship. So we're gonna, he's very big compared to the ship. So let's encase the ship and the archangels, let's encase the ship in the appropriate technology. So he was trying to protect humanity. It's like he sees this spaceship, he just takes his hand, he goes like that, and thinking, yeah, no big deal. But then they got him and they trapped him and they contained him. But we took care of that now. So now he could get the ship. And we got these two lights. Let's see what this red light is. Red light. Greetings. We honor you. We love you. We respect you. Would you like to positively polarize or transmute back to source? Wow, we have another birth going. It's a goddess. Angels continue to hold sacred space for her, come out of her sleep. Well, they got her as an embryo too, but she wasn't as developed as him, the man. She's like in a yolk sac. Angels, can you please fast forward her growth so she's at a point where she could emerge safely from this sac? It's like they've put this organic sac around her so she can breathe the fluid and get the nutrients that she needs and stay alive. She's so connected to the sac. Okay, I'm going to talk to her. Say hi. Okay, great. Let's just fast forward. Oh, actually, let's remove any spells on her to place her in this permanent egg sac. Let's, archangels, use the symbols to remove all that technology that's artificial, that artificially keeps her in this egg sac. It's like hibernation. They just wanted her hibernate. They didn't want to kill her. They wanted her to hibernate and they wanted to suck off her energy. Yeah. So let's take that all off. Technology. Yes, beautiful. And we're going to bring her some beautiful maidens to help wash her and wash her hair, give her some food and some liquids. I have to say that because it's like she was kidnapped, right? As a beautiful goddess, and she was kidnapped. And so she's waking up, and that's the construct that she knows. And let her pick, we're helping her. She kind of doesn't know what's all happened, right? And pick out some beautiful clothes for her. Yeah, her ladies in waiting, her ladies. And she's all beautiful. And I'll say, greetings, beautiful goddess. We love you, we honor you, we respect you. How are you doing? Well, she's happy to be out of the egg sac, but she's not happy. She's emotional, sad, a little traumatized. Say, we totally understand, and we love you, and we're all here. We have the team of archangels here, and all your team, your spiritual team, your brothers and sisters, your guides and parents, whoever they might be. Everyone's here to support you, regain your strength and your confidence. You've been through quite an ordeal. She's getting out a box of Kleenex. It's very traumatic. Yeah, we understand. And so why don't you take this time to rest and find a beautiful place just look at the ocean. Just relax. Take some time to recover. That's the most important thing. You're free now. Do you have any messages for us? Any wisdom that we need to know? She's just really sad because she's looking at all the destruction that has happened to Earth, her beautiful Earth, and there's nothing she can do about it. She's sad. Yeah, it is sad. It's sad that had to happen. It's sad, I know. So let's be present with it. And the thing is that you're free now. Guess what? You're free. And you're able to bring your magic back to Earth right here. So that happened in the past, but guess what? We're magical. We can rebuild. And the Earth, look at her. Look at that frequency. Yeah, she's coming back. And so we need you to be a leader for us, the divine feminine, for all of the women. That's your mission. Yes, you have to be a role model. So you have a reason to get your act together. Yeah, definitely. You need to show all the women on earth how to connect with your beauty, with your creational process, your ability to nurture and heal the children and the humans and the animals and the bird and the earth. Yeah. So that's really important. That's your mission right now. That's what you need to do. Look at all these women. They all need you. Yeah. Good job. We can grieve what happened, but we also need to look forward to what we can create. And would you like to meet the male god over here? We'll introduce the two of them. You could just say hi. They like each other. Well, I think you guys are good friends, so I'll leave you alone to catch up. Oh, there's something not good for them to catch up. There's an energy. It's affecting my eyes. It's affecting my eyes. I've reunited the two, and they're very happy. They get along great. They're just beautiful together. But let's just clear. There's something here let's just make sure we've cleaned any refrigerants out of the eyes. Let's pull it out of the eyes. It's not their eyes, it's my eyes, I guess. Okay, I think they're good. We're gonna leave them alone over here where they want to go. They're free. Oh, actually, let's out the archangels and all the benevolent galactic beings and magical creatures to hold sacred space for this divine union of the divine masculine and the divine feminine gods, God and goddess that we have here. Hold beautiful sacred space for them to do their magical healing together, keep them protected. Please have their team update them with the wisdom that they need to know at this moment in time. And they're safe and they're protected and they're getting their information. Okay. So I think they're fine. I'll put them over. Focus on something else. Just focus on my eyes. Well, they didn't want me to see all that. They don't want me to see any of this. Like, no, 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 no. So there's like technology on my eyes not to see this stuff. And so I'm going to ask the archangels and my team, please encase the technology on my eyes, pull it out of my eyes and my pineal and my telepathics, my clairaudience. Maybe there's some in my throat. Let's pull it all out and encase it in the appropriate symbols. And let's call in Tesla. And Tesla, greetings. We love you. We honor you. We respect you. Could you please help us disconfigure this technology? Yes, please. Just neutralize it. Just power every little piece down. Yeah. Yes, this is working nicely. Thank you. And what about the pineal gland? Is that something you can help with or no? He just does the technology. And Tesla, is there any other technology in my body that needs to be turned off? Yeah, if Tesla, you could please scan my body deeply and thoroughly since you're here. Turn off any of those frequency technologies that are meant to, well, you know what I'm talking about. Mess with the frequencies of anything in my body. Just turn them all off. Turn off and all those connections. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. And let's call in the archangels. Archangel Michael, could you please encase all these technologies in the appropriate symbols and transmute them out of my space? Let's just pull them all out and compost them someplace and have the team refill me with my divine love energy, divine love light. And team, divine team, could you also just go throughout all time and space, any of the frequencies that those technologies generated? You know, they create sound waves. Let's purify those sound waves throughout all time and space. Because once a sound wave happens, right, it just keeps going and going and going. So I want them all cleared. Anything I generated with my consciousness, even if it was affected by technology, I want all those waves cleared throughout all time and space. Wow, beautiful. That's great. Thank you. And let's go to my third chakra, my pineal gland. Archangels, could you please reactivate all the crystals, the organic innate crystals in my pineal gland and my pituitary gland? We'll do both. Ah, yes. To be in alignment with the tree, if possible. Well, maybe that's not what we do in time. Wow, this is weird. This is I'm getting the feeling that like I have a virtual reality system on me. Like this, right? And remember, I can't align with the tree. And so I'm like, okay, fine. Let's ask Zakiel to bring his opulescent energy to encase all technologies or to protect it and put it around this VR system. And let's take the VR system off of me. Off. Taking myself all out of it. Yeah, out of it. Archangels, can you please encase that VR system in the appropriate symbols and help me pull out all my energy that might be left in the VR system, pull it all back to me? Ah, yes. Replenish my cells, my body, everything with my own energy. Well, yeah. Let's unplug the VR system. I see these little, I guess it's not plugs. I guess there's aspects of me in it. I need to pull all aspects of me out of it. Okay, I have to bring in Tesla again. Tesla, greetings. Could you please power off this VR system for me, please? Yes, thank you. Power it completely off. And Tesla, with the benevolent archangels, could you make sure that all my energy is pulled out of that VR system and returned to me? Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you. And if there's any more, it feels really good on my body. It feels like there's something up here on my crown. So Tesla and the team, can you please search my crown? Yes. And let's turn off any technologies in my crown. Pull my consciousness back to me? Yes. Is there a spaceship there? Some technology outside of me, maybe a spaceship? Archangels, can you encase that spaceship in the appropriate symbols? And I'd like to speak to the captain. Greetings. I love you. I honor you. I respect you. Can I speak with you? Yes. Are you benevolent? You mean, are you connected to source love light? Do you do good, not harm? Do you harm me? Is it your intention to harm me? He's just doing his job. You live in a consensual universe and I do not consent to this technology? No, no, so it's not allowed. I don't consent. No. So please remove it. Take me off your radar. Nope. Wait, just a minute. You don't just get out of here that fast. Okay. So I'm going to read you the script. Angels can do it about, the future of where humanity's going and, the ascension. And, you have a choice right now. You have the choice to positively polarize, transmute back to source. You and your crew and any other of your kind that you're connected with right here, right now. And we're going to hold space for you. Well, it's not benevolent. There's others, a lot of them, other spaceships, black, they're dark, they're archonic. And they don't want to positively polarize. I don't see it happening. Last chance. Okay. Archangel Michael and team, actually encase them in the appropriate archon symbol, and let's transmute out the archon. Any organic consciousness is willing, who wants to positively polarize, can go out over here with the angels, and they can positively polarize. We'll separate the organic and the archonic, and we'll have Zach, the angels help them go to where they need to go, the organic ones, and to transmute out the archonic. Yeah. So people got trapped in there. There's a lot of organic that got trapped. See? Wow. We're letting all their light out. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. We'll send them a lot of love. I'm going to bring my just going to bring my consciousness back down to my happy place. Going to look at the ocean, that island, just checking things out. Gonna look at the tree. I'm feeling more green energy coming in. The island had some green energy coming in, and the tree has some green energy coming in. Kind of emerald kind of green. Gem-like green, it's, vibrant. I'm just going to sit in my happy place as I watch this green energy start to come back. And before I moved out the human construct onto the island, but now I've got my own stories. We all have unique paths that we've taken in our life, and some are out of date and not in alignment as Earth comes back online at this frequency. And with consciousness, I am going to my higher self, I'm just going to ask that those outdated scripts, those programmings, that lineage, that everything that is not in alignment with this beautiful blueprint coming back online, just going to pull it out. I'm going to ask the angels to encase it all in the appropriate, and it might be, other people's energy in me that's not a vibrational match. You can imagine all the stuff I want to moved out. And I'll ask the angels to encase it in the appropriate symbols and place it on another little island outside of my space so it's far enough away from me that I don't feel the vibration. Ah, yes. And refill myself with the beautiful energy coming online. I'm going to look at the people that I've moved over, been in my space, and I'm going to ask the angels to encase the appropriate symbols, and I'm going to say, listen, I'll say greetings, I love you, I honor you, I respect you. As Earth is ascending, there's a new paradigm coming online, and that paradigm is to be in alignment with love and the divine blueprint, and to not overstep boundaries, and to do no harm to anyone, not to do harm to anyone, okay? And your energy, the frequency where it's not a vibrational match for me, and therefore it's doing harm for me, and therefore I'm going to have to remove your energy from my field, and I'm going to replenish it with my own vibration that's just to my liking. So I'm going to have to say goodbye to this frequency. I do invite you, if you would like to to upgrade, we can certainly be friends, and, we can co-create, but it has to be at this level, not the old level. This is the only way I'm doing it. Okay? That's the rule. Great. So I'm going to give you a choice. You can do your work, or you can leave. And I'll ask your team to come in and help you. And here's the archangels giving you all the energetic support you need to make the best decision for you and your creativity and your personal growth and your evolution. So I have all the angels supporting you and encasing you in the appropriate symbols that you choose, that your higher self thinks that are best for you. I'll let you guys all negotiate that. And that applies to all relationships through all time and space, through all dimensions, all fractals of me, and all relationships that programming got and programming that may be in my DNA. Right? Okay, let's go look at the DNA now. We move the relationships with the DNA. We're just going to ask my divine team and my tree here just to upgrade it. Yeah, just like that. Oh, yes, upgrade it. And team archangels, if there's any impurities in my DNA, from whatever throughout all time and space, please just encase it in the appropriate symbols. You can either invite it to positively polarize or to transmute back to source or pull it out and put it back where it belongs. Yes, so that there could be a pure vibration within my DNA. I want my DNA singing a song. Everything is vibration, geometry, and your DNA. And I imagine at some level you could hear it sing. And I want my DNA, I invite my DNA. My DNA would like to sing its beautiful song. And the DNA, that's a chance for it to talk with each other. All parts of the body, or they're like all parts of my body are communicating. And science today would say, oh, it's peptides and it's, whatever those science would say. But I will say it's a song. In the DNA, it's just emitting frequency and they're talking via frequency, just like, yeah. And I would like to invite all my DNA to talk with my tree, this tree. Yeah, let's invite my DNA to, okay, obviously I'm not a crystal, so I still have a human body, but let it take in what information it needs to take in from the tree and let it also discern what information it needs to release in its own time and speed. It's not a race. Yeah, no hurries. So I'm back next to my tree. It's interesting as we're moving the story along, she is looking more, she still looks like a crystal, but she's taking on some tree forms, looking a little more like a tree. And let's just peek around, look at the animals. So the forest is there, so I can see the jungle. Oh, I say forest, I mean jungle. And I just asked to see the animals and they're peeking out, see a monkey and hi, say hi. What we're creating together. Isn't it beautiful? And I think I'm just going to stay and enjoy the frequency of the tree.
Oh, powerful work.
Sorry, I did all the talking.
It's okay. I've learned that with your sessions, you gotta let you just talk. Otherwise, you're just interrupting. Beautiful. Yeah, so it seems like you did a lot of work. What do you think? Should we call forth? Let's call in the higher self and see where you're at here and what's going on. So, you're going to stay in that tree. Let's just go ahead and call in the higher self. And can I please have all the consciousness of Elizabeth return back into the body, fully integrating? Can I please speak to the higher self of Elizabeth?
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Am I speaking to Elizabeth's higher self now?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. What a powerful session. This island is so beautiful. Tell us about why you showed her this island. Tell us more about this island. Like, is it on Earth? Is this another dimension? Tell us more.
It's on Earth. She's not necessarily on an island. There was the islands off of the beach. It could be an island, but she's on a beach. It's on Earth a long time ago when Earth was first created, when they had the giant trees holding up the construct, even before the animals and the humans came. And so it was to help take her back in space to see it and then to experience what happened, how she got disconnected from it with this technology. And so I think that was it. And during the session, what she was able to do is clean out that technology that was affecting her from connecting with the tree, this gorgeous tree. And it's this technology that stopped her. It's interesting for her in this situation that she thought the tree got cut down. The tree never got cut down. It's always been there. It's been the technology that separated her from it. It just was there in another dimension and she couldn't see it. So this helped her connect with the tree again. And that tree was always there. It didn't get cut down. At least that's what she's seeing in this storyline. And then the other thing too, it's interesting is when she started settling in the island at the end, this was a chance for her to reconnect with her divine feminine, the Mary Magdalene energy. just as the session was ending, she saw this burst of like these red rose petals, and to her, the red rose is a symbol of Mary Magdalene, and um, she believes that the goddess would be a fractal of Mary Magdalene, the goddess that she was releasing, that was in this, had been captured in this technology, was the red dot, the red light. So, not only is she reconnecting with the tree, she's reconnecting with the divine feminine Mary Magdalene energy that she had been very separated from this adverse technology.
Beautiful. Yes. We started to speak in, I think it was our North Pole, remote viewing North Pole. Yes, video, and how, in our perspective, they're petrified or they're cut off or they're frozen, their energy, and they are still there. It's just parallel to us in another dimension. So I really love the way that you've complemented this understanding in the ways that when we do go to these locations and they're giant tree trunks, that the tree is still actually there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she needed to see. She thought they had been cut, but it wasn't cut. I just can't see it. I can see it now. And isn't it interesting too? The technology in the eyes, the aliens, they don't want you to see it. They didn't want me to see it. I see it now.
Beautiful. But to clarify, some big trees did get cut off, just not like the really giant ones that held up the crystalline energy. Those just kind of.
Yes, I think so. Some did get cut down, but this one did not. This one that's important to her did not. That she is connected to somehow, but she got disconnected from it. She got disconnected from the tree. The tree didn't get cut down. She got disconnected. But you're right. I am seeing. I feel though. The original trees, the original, like, because to honestly, they look like crystal shards coming out of the earth. So who's to say they're even trees? And then they became more like trees. So eventually they were able to, they cut some of these trees down, but I don't know if they cut down any of the crystal ones. I suppose in some versions of reality they did, in some versions they didn't. There's multiple versions of reality. So in some they did, and in some they didn't.
Yes, thank you. Okay, and in this version on this tree, is there a location she needs to know about, where it's at, or anything else you could tell her about the origins?
She doesn't like the tree, the crystal, the situation, the island, does not like any of these pinpointing energies. She just wants to be, it starts to constrict when we get geographic. She's just an energy of not to be located on Earth, at least not for this moment in time. It changes the energy. It drops it down in frequency because its mind is like, oh, it's physical, it's physical. And then she tries to put it in a box. We can't give her that kind of information. We have to keep it open, so she can have the experience of the energy.
Yes, got it. Beautiful. Right. And then, yeah, that was incredible. And then also like the superhero and just more explanation to, a lot of these same monsters or bad guys or monsters just kind of got caught up in, the AI virus, and they hybridized and became these entities or monsters that couldn't get out of the AI virus, and they became that. So that was beautiful. What a powerful session, and how she was freeing of these kind of like organic beings that were infringed upon with the AI. Anything else you want to add to that?
I think it's so it's see the Superman movie last Saturday, so that probably affected her. But there was some interesting points in there. What's coming up in the collective right now in the movies is superheroes, like, are they infringing? Are they infringing? And I think that's the lesson right now, is where we're moving into, is just to be in your love light and maybe not be a superhero. The superhero modality is when you infringe, you're not going to take on the darkness unless there's something that's got to let it in. There's that superhero within inside of you, that light within inside of you, that coming from the inside out. Like, we can all be superheroes from that point of view. That particular superhero that Elizabeth was seeing was all do, save, save, save. And then he got all caught up in it because he wasn't holding his light from the inside. He was doing instead of being. And I think we're moving out of the doing into just that being the superhero from the inside out. The trees are superhero, but she just is. She's not running around doing anything. She's just holding this tremendous energy and this tremendous light, and everybody benefits if they just connect with her. Like, whoa, it feels so good. So I feel like that would be the lesson about the superheroes. they're transforming. And perhaps the old superheroes, that's just a reflection of the culture at that point in time. We have to just be now. We're moving into the be love. And I think that's what the divine Mary Magdalene energy is bringing in. A little more feminine energy, divine feminine energy.
Beautiful, thank you. Okay, just sending love to all that she remembered there and everyone else who needed. She pretty much, healed and cleared everyone, but any additional source of light, Phoenix fire, anywhere that's needed. Thank you. And I love how the emerald light started coming in once these beings started being assisting, and yeah, gorgeous. And any other lesson you wanted her to learn from remembering this? Any messages? Any other messages and lessons?
Well, the message is the tree has always been there, and she can see her clearly now, and she just can just in meditation sit and be with her right there and enjoy that strength and that vibration, that frequency, that 6D energy that she holds, she harnesses the tree. It's just so beautiful. And that was the bulk of the message there. We just had to do some cleaning up so she could connect more deeply. That was it.
Beautiful. Thank you, higher self. Okay. All right. So at this point, we'd love to now begin her body scan, higher self. Is this a good time, or is there
Yeah.
anything else? Okay, beautiful. Let's start scanning her body now. Scanning her from head to toe, looking for any negative energies, entities, technologies, anything that needs healing, higher self. Where would you like to begin at first in her body?
Let's begin with her arms.
Tell me what's within the arms, energy, entity, or technology.
It's just an energy of fatigue, almost as if she was that superhero holding up the rocks and the buildings and trying to protect people from, getting hurt. And as they're falling down, let's just release that. She needs to release that from her arms. Just let that stress release from her arms from holding everything together. Let that stress just release out through her hands. Oh, she also wants to release it through her legs and her feet, actually through her whole body. Because when things get stressful, she tenses up. Oh, I got to do that. There's that tense that comes up of what she has to do. So it's that superhero. I have to do this. I have to do that. You have to hold up the world. You got to save it all. There's a lot of physical energy that's involved that she holds in her body. But as the tree said, we're moving into a new time, or she's moving into a new time. If you just be like the tree, you just be grounded and connected and hold that frequency, and that's all you have to do, right? So we're releasing all the stress. It's particularly seems to be in our arms for whatever reason. Yeah, and let's just scan the whole body and just it's gone throughout all time and space, all that stress, all the lives, any fractals of her throughout all time and space, release the stress and bring in the being, the divine being of the crystal tree and the divine being of the Mary Magdalene energy, and the divine being of the divine father energy. Let them reside within her, connected to source, connected to inner earth, to Agartha, to the crystals of inner earth. And I'm feeling it could be beneficial for her to put her hands in prayer. So those energy connections, her hands are kind of out there. You put them in prayer, it kind of completes the circuit. Yeah, that would strengthen her arms to hold her hands in prayer. Yes. Ooh, gets the flow going. Yeah, that's all she had to do for her arms. Get that flow going and keep the hands in prayer. And that's why the divine feminine is so important, because she's not so doing, she's more being, bringing more of that divine feminine energy, more being. Let's bring that divine feminine being energy from Mary Magdalene into every aspect of her body, from head to toe, in her auric field, throughout all fractals of her, throughout all time and space, through her DNA and her cells, her neurons. Feels so good. And wash through her aura and build that divine Mary Magdalene energy inside of her. Just build it inside of her. Build the divine Mary Magdalene energy inside of her. And let's ask the archangels to come in and remove any restraints that she or society have placed on her field, on her being, from fully running the Mary Magdalene energy within her. She does not need permission from any man, her father or otherwise, to do this. She grants herself her own permission. Men don't know. They don't well, her experience has been they don't know, they don't comprehend. But what they don't know is we have to claim it as women, and then we can teach them. Yeah, I claim it. I don't need any man's permission. I run the Mary Magdalene, Divine Mother, Mary Magdalene frequency with ease and grace throughout all my being, throughout all my body, throughout my auric field, throughout all aspects of me, throughout all time and space. I claim it. It is mine. And I do not consent to any infringements on it. No. And I don't even need to say I don't consent because that's silly. That's silly because I'm so powerful. Like I just am. I just be. I just am. I be. Yeah, I own it. I own it in my heart. Oh, yeah, I love it. It's in my heart. It's growing. Oh, this is it. Yes, that's oh my gosh, this is great. Okay, so, and let's pull it through the heart. She's growing in the heart, right? And out through the arms. And that's your superpower. Yes, not so much doing, it's being, and through the fingers. We get that flow going. And we'll connect her feet too to the Mary Magdalene energy and the ground that she walks on. So let's clear the ground she walks on every time she takes a step. She's connecting with Gaia. Although I guess that's just a healing thing, exercise for her, because the real Mary Magdalene energy comes through the heart. And we'll just flow it more through the arms. And like it can be like a fire hose, right? Okay, we took care of the arms. Thank you so much for holding space.
Thank you as well. Beautiful. Good. And then directing any Phoenix fire, source of light there to her arms as needed, transmuting any residue and filling in and healing with source of light. Can you do that now?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, let's scan her again. Tell me where would you like to go next in her body?
Let's go down to her feet.
Tell me what's... Go ahead.
It's just they need to reconnect to the earth better, the crystalline energy within inner earth. And it's just been years of, walking on the land and, just not totally connecting as deeply as she could via her feet. Actually, she's been afraid. And when she gets afraid, she closes her feet chakras. She gets afraid. She sees, oh, I'm scared. So she closes her feet. And she really should keep her feet chakras open because the earth, that lets the earth energy in and it's going to make her feel more safe and make her body feel more grounded. And part of it's a bad habit. She was always so ungrounded growing up and she just didn't practice opening her feet. But now there's absolutely nothing to be afraid of because A, she has the tools and B, yeah, she has the tools. Everything's good. Nothing's scary out there for her. Nothing's scary. So just be. Oh yeah, she needs to be told nothing's scary. There's nothing scary. So we need to release the fear that she's held in her feet. It's that fight or flight. Oh my God, it's scary. I got to pick up and run. It's scary. That's scary. But there's nothing really scary. She is protected and she sees how things work. Yeah, there's nothing scary. That fear, it goes all the way up into her thighs, it goes into her pelvic. So, for example, if you see something scary, if you were going to battle or you're a warrior or you see a wild animal, if you're in theory, you would put your feet on the ground, right? According to the movies, and then you would fight it, but you'd have like a martial artist, you have your feet on the ground and you are present and you take care of it. But now with this modality of just being, I don't even have to fight any wild animals or warriors, or I don't have to fight anything. I'm just going to be my field. And my field is being in your field is the most important thing. I'm not going to have to fight. I don't have to fight. There is no battle. I can just relax into my beingness. There's nothing to be afraid of. A lot of it's in my head or in her head, the stories, hers or societies or collectives or the movies or whatever.
Beautiful. Healing.
Thank you.
Once more. And who do we have assisting with the healing, and which archangels and ascended masters would you like to call forth yourself to assist you during?
Mary Magdalene, Archangel Michael, Archangel Joviel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Sandoval. That's it.
Beautiful. So we call forth on all these beautiful angels she's just mentioned. Archangel Jophiel, Michael, Raphael, and Sandoval. We love you, honor you, respect you, as well as we call the twin flames, Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. Greetings.
Greetings.
Thank you. It's an honor to have all of you here. Thank you for being here. Let's go ahead and start healing what she just healed in her arms. Source of light, Phoenix fire. Transmuting any residue, filling in with love, light, and then provide also healing to everything that she mentioned as far as this land and the islands and the giants and the superheroes, everything that needed to basically integrate from the artificial, the virus through this session. Thank you. Doing that now, and beautiful. Okay, higher self. Let me know. What else would you like to heal next, higher self?
Let's work on her big toe, her right big toe. Let's just send it infinite love, remind it that it knows how to heal. It has all the tools, and just remind it to release its trauma and just realign to its original organic blueprint. And actually, let's give that message to her whole body, her whole entire body. Say, greetings, we love you, we honor you, we respect you. Here's the organic blueprint, your organic blueprint. And you have all the tools and the ability to connect and align more deeply with it and to heal very fast. You can heal very fast. Throw away those timelines and trust and be. You're magical. And let's go ahead and clean the space around her. You know, she gets bombarded. You do with other people's opinions or thoughts or magazines or TV ads or whatever about, oh, you need this or you need that. You know, you need this, you need that. Nah. Wash away those concepts. Let's just put a shield around her that they don't even have to, they're not going to come into her reality. They'll just bounce off or wash down or slip away or just miss. But all those constructs, part of you she might listen to a bit. They create a little doubt, and doubt isn't helpful. Doubt as in a little less trust in herself to be her own healer, to hear all these other messages. So let's wash away those other messages. Wash them away. Wash all of them. All those other messages that give her doubt throughout all time and space. Just wash them away. No more doubt. No more doubt. Replace it with certainty. As the tree told her, the tree is the pure potentiality. She just gets to think and create, or I should say dream, not think, dream. So from here, let's create a healthy bones and muscles, ligaments, neurons, blood cells, everything healthy. We'll realign to that blueprint right now. And so it is.
Beautiful. Thank you, Herself. And where else? Anywhere else in the body that she needs healing?
I think that's it.
Thank you. Yes, she does a lot of work, so. All right, and then we scan her. I'm just gonna go through the list and just make sure everything's okay. Is that okay?
Definitely.
Okay, thank you. And then I want to ask that all the healing and removal of inversions are done within the entirety of her tree of life through all lifetime and space today. Can we ensure of that?
Yes.
Thank you. Let's scan her for any negative entities or reptilian skin or ink. Any of this. Scan her deeply, thoroughly. Let me know if she has something.
No, she's good.
Yes. Thank you. And then, can we scan her or her home and land for any dark portals? Does she have any?
She does not.
Thank you. And then her DNA, can we scan her DNA? Is there any nano AI or negative aliens integrated into her DNA?
No, her DNA is good.
Of course, yes, thank you. And can we, if there's any further crystallization or any further deprogramming any negative thought form or programming in her DNA, can we work on that?
Yes, let's give her a boost there.
And let's go ahead and scan her for any negative cords or any types of negative technologies in her implants, hooks, metals, wires. Does she have any of that?
Well, let's take a look at her third chakra. Well, she just saw this deactivated little green thing. It's not active, but we'll take that out. And we'll also clear in her solar plexus area any cords that don't belong there. Outdated relationships or people who she didn't really consent to go in there to define her or to control her. Clean that out and refill her solar plexus area with her own source love light. So thick that nothing else can get in. Actually, and let's go, there's kind of like a connection between her and the sun or the central sun. When she does her shieldings, she puts the symbol in her solar plexus and she, vibrates it out to the sun or to source, like she's feeding her body. It feels though that anything that's infringed upon that, like just make sure that's all cleared. Yeah. Just with intention. And make sure the sun is getting in really easily. Her source is getting into her stomach and getting into to the solar plexus area, just nourishing from the inside out with that beautiful light coming in and nourishing, and nourishing. And let that light fill up her body with nourishment. And let's make sure her body can easily absorb that light with ease. There aren't any blockages in the cellular function to absorb the light based on programming of what science says. It just is. Her body loves to take in light, and here's the light, and so it is. And anything that interferes with the highest intake of light, it's going to be transmuted and released. We're upping her ability to take in light from source through her solar plexus into her body. Yes, and releasing and transmuting any limiting beliefs or programs to the contrary throughout her whole body. And we have to really work on releasing limiting beliefs. Just is. Okay, it's complete. Thank you.
Thank you, higher self. Okay, next on the list here, if we can, so can you confirm all negative cords were removed, everything's healed?
Yes.
No negative technologies of any kind, correct?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, and the next thing, if we look at her soul, making sure her soul is whole and not fractured.
It's whole. It's not fractured.
And can we also check her, make sure that she has no negative contracts? Scanning her deeply for that.
No negative contracts.
Thank you. And then healing her vision. I know she's really been working on that. Can we heal her vision further?
Yes, we'll
Good.
bring in more light from the sun
Mhm.
and bring it into her eyes and into her body. Let it heal and increase her rate of absorption of the light in her eyes. And most importantly, let's just dissolve those limiting beliefs of hers and others. It is done.
Beautiful. Take care of herself. And then if she needs any healing as far as dental as well, and if we could begin to age regress her higher self, how many years can we age regress her?
We'll do 10 years.
Okay, start the process now, higher self. And then if we could make sure, Raphael, Magdalene, Yasho, that all her chakras are aligned, none are blocked or misaligned, and that everything's balanced within all her chakras, as well as opening her third eye to the biggest it can be and activating her abilities further, expanding her heart and healing her auric field. Can you do all that now?
Yes.
Thank you, herself and team. Now, if we could work within her tree of life and making sure that we delete all inverted timelines through all lifetime space of hers.
Yes. Deleted.
Beautiful, thank you. Start doing that now. Those are, well, you said I'll delete it. Okay, good. And then can we scan her? Are there any clones or holograms made from her tree of life? Making sure there's no copies of her tree of life anywhere. All
Nope,
time and
just
space.
one.
Just the one or original organic? Hers?
Yes.
Okay, good. Beautiful. Thank you. And then can we heal all current life and past life trauma for her? Through the entirety
Yes.
of her tree. Thank you. And then also healing her tree, the trunk, the branches inside, the roots, the soil, the elements surrounding the tree now. Can we do that now?
Yes. Done.
Beautiful. Okay, so that's my list, but let me go through her questions and making sure we covered everything today. So the first thing she wanted to do is, I think you already begun, especially with that example of that tree and memory, but she wants the angel crystal tree. She's a fractal of a giant tree that connected to the firmament when the trees were cut off during the fall. Trauma still resides in her body and feet. Let's reconnect her body to her feet, neurons, energy points, meridians, to the magical energy of the inner earth before the fall. Clear the trauma imprints through all time and space. Upgrade to her highest organic blueprint. I think we did that, but
We did it.
okay, thank you. I just want to make sure we don't miss anything. And then the next thing she says is during the fall, she also lost connection with her beautiful animals that had lived and played on her. So sad. Let's clear this traumatic imprint of loss, disconnection, and abandonment. Connect and realign all aspects of her being to inner earth and the firmament and the magical animal kingdom. Such connections, soul connections and source connect her more harmoniously with her soul tribe, and she does not consent to any infringements in her space-time reality. I think you did that too, but can we work on
We
that?
did it, but there is a
Yes.
little residue of something that needs to be burned off. Maybe bring in some phoenix flame and just burn off that residue.
Okay, let's do that now. Let me know when it's clear.
Okay, it's good. Thank you.
Beautiful. So is that all completed and what she asked currently?
Yes, yes.
Beautiful. And the next thing with the tree is, as a tree, she used to be able to communicate through feeling and vibration. Her words were sounds, cymatics that resonated with the divine codes. After the fall, she was forced to use language that was awkward for her. Please reconnect her voice, her throat, to the divine language and sound and vibration of the divine organic blueprint. Can you do that now?
Okay, hold on. She's bringing in her original organic song to her voice box. Just bringing it in and letting it resonate through her voice box, tonsils, her throat, and giving herself permission to express herself freely. And there's no reason for other people's energies to go into her. Big space for her song to vibrate in her throat, and it will grow with time as we hold sacred space. And that's all that needs to be done today.
Beautiful, thank you. She wants to clear and upgrade to her plasmoids and plasma waters of who she is through all time and space to her highest organic blueprint. Can we do that now?
Yes, let's take a look at that. Let's just hold space for the divine team. So really what we're doing is we're upgrading it for her and for humanity, really taking it to the next level, holding, setting the path. And we'll just back it up with some Phoenix fire and trust that her higher self and her team has this. Okay, it's done. Thank you.
Thank you. Then she says, Merlin and the Academy of Intuition Medicine clear and release any infringements presented during at that time at the Academy of Intuition, Avalon, Tibet, Greece, and throughout all lifetime and space.
Okay. Okay, about Marlin. He had a connection with Merlin. I see humanity in him. Almost like he wants to release that aspect of him. He wants to bring healing to it. His intention is to be good. So we'll call in the archangels and his team to show him the symbols that he needs to heal any fractals of Merlin that he's connecting with throughout time and space. I'm letting him know he can pull his energy out of that storyline and he can hold his light on that storyline to help transmute it. With him, I will look at the academy. I guess that's not really mine to work on. I think I make sure all my energy is cleared from that and brought back to me in present time. Pull my energy out of all those stories, experience, pulling it all back to me. And we'll look at the birth of my son, make sure that was all. It looked good to me. If there's any stuff lurking outside, we'll pull it back. I'll ask the angels to, I see a little lurky stuff, to encase it in the appropriate symbols. There was some arcana energy kind of lurking, trying to get in. I asked the angels to encase it in the appropriate symbols and to eradicate the archon throughout all time. What's needed to be done is done. Well, I guess there's a little more here. Okay, I see this woman and she's in like a cell and kind of going mad, and she's got her hands cuffed and her feet cuffed and a gag on, and yet she's trying to get out, and but she's banging on the wall like it would normally kill. No one would, you wouldn't do that to yourself. So I guess she's bad, and they locked her up, and she's very strong and powerful, and she wants to get out of there. So I would, ooh, she's got evil eyes. I'm gonna look at her. So let's ask the archangels to encase her in the appropriate symbols, and we can take the handcuffs off of her. The angels have it. And she's got superpowers, and she wants to get out of there, but she's encased. We're going to tell her about Earth ascending. She has the choice of positively polarizing or reverting back to source. I feel like, well, she's probably has some organic in her, but she has a lot of technology, maybe in terms of alien technology or slash experimentation. She's got all these darn superpowers, like the eyes go, psh, and she could fly, and she's yeah. So she's not balanced. She's out of control, and she doesn't mean well. So she has a choice. She can positively polarize or transmute back to source. She's choosing to transmute back to source. She dropped the body, and she just went. I think what happened is when I looked at the birth, the Marlin, he was tapped into that energy, and he brought that energy in, and I needed to clear it. So that's why I had to do that. Now let's look at the birth. It looks much better. I think I've taken care of that now.
Beautiful, thank you. It's interesting what the whole Merlin and King Arthur, and how King Arthur was Archangel Michael, and how. And then the next thing here is that her tree of life. She wants to create her reality on Earth untethered to. Tether her tree of life to anyone's perception and influence of what her life is and should be, clear and upgrade all cords and connections to align to the highest organic divine blueprint of those who are meant to be in her tree of life. No infringements. Can we do that now?
Yeah, I think that's much of what this session has been about, and it feels good. She listened to all the videos from Friday. She's a lot of work staying up to date on all the videos. She's about halfway through the Aura practitioners call from last weekend, and I guess there's a symbol we're going to be learning in that call that we're supposed to use for this untethering. Is that correct?
I
Or
don't know if there's what's their symbol? I'm trying to remember. Hold on.
somebody's told me that.
I wrote it in the comments which ones to use.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there is a symbol.
Have I seen the symbol?
I don't think she has. If she didn't watch, she didn't see that one.
Is it recorded? Is the symbol recorded?
It should be recorded, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm finishing it up. I'm halfway done. Okay. Well, let's intend on bringing that symbol. You can help me hold the symbol.
Okay.
Let's bring in that symbol right now. Although I haven't seen it, But I'm going to see it.
Yeah, so everything's good there. So higher self, at this point, I've asked all her questions. We conducted the body scan. Can you confirm her body scan is completely complete and that we set her up for her most organic timelines?
Yes, the body scan is complete.
Beautiful. All right. Anything else, higher self, that I could have asked that I didn't?
No, we are complete. Thank you so very much.
Beautiful. Thank you, higher self. All right. I'm going to bring her back now, okay?
Yes, please.
All right. Thank you. I want to thank higher self, Archangel Jophiel, Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, Michael, Raphael, and Sandalphon, and anyone else who assisted with her beautiful session today. I want to thank you, love you, honor you, respect you.
Thank you so much for having us here today. We love to be included.